Bola, Wagwan, Kalo, K-E-I-E. What's up, best friends? What's the vibe? What's happening today? How's your souls vibing? Bienvenida Prata. Welcome, Black. Black is for expansion. For my A1 since day one friends, those of you who are new, bienvenida, welcome. I am a real journey in these social media streets, the rare black alicorn, and on my channel, I talk about high vibrational soul contracts, astrology, predominantly the moon and the sun placements, the energetic effects, so we could get that energetic detox tea, so you know how to do what, so you know how to move in both these physical and energetic streets. Bless. So with that being said, happy Saturday. Today is June 17th and we are currently in star tarot card energy. So it's all about discovering new ways to be you, which is so in alignment with this upcoming Cancer new moon, right? Because this new moon, as we already know, is all about new beginnings. It's all about, and then with it being in Cancer, walking your path, you know, within your emotional bodies, meaning your soul, your energy, you yourself, your way. No distractions, no interruptions, no, I just heard, no mother B words. You know, my kids up, so I can't really cuss like I do normally. Anyways, anyhow. So, moving on. So today, with that being said, the sun and the moon is currently both in Gemini zodiac energy. Now, you know, Gemini is all about air energy, but it's air energy. It's air energy, which means the mind, communication. You know, I just heard the word intellect. And with it being the 17th, is all I'm seeing musician energy and I'm seeing chariot energy. And the word discipline also came into play. So befitting, right? Because today is Saturday and Saturdays is ruled by Saturn, right? I'm being called to start pulling cards for us. So, what I'm seeing is the fact that with the sun and the moon both being in Gemini energy, and Gemini energy is all about balance, because it's both feminine and masculine, but it's more of the mind space, because once again, it's ruled by air. So by the air element. So it's all about you understanding your emotional bodies, your emotionalisms is the word I heard, emotionality. If y'all did not see any of my videos last week, I meant to say this. I thought emotionality, that word came to mind, and I thought I just made it up. But come to find out, I was doing my little research, and that's an actual word. Well, the closest is an actual word, but the way I saw it, it wasn't spelt the way that I was writing it out. Anyway, we had a card and it's facing to my left. It says, if you don't know where they stand in a relationship, just read their actions. It speaks louder than words ever will. Bless. With this facing to my, not my left, it's facing to my right. Hunty, this is a message from your higher divine feminine side of you, babes. That's what I'm tapping into right now. So it's our souls, our higher selves, the emotional side of us, our future sides, aka our souls, who came down here to have a human experience. Right. So with that being said, and we're moving into new moon energy, it's all about, okay, listen, the only way you can actually walk your path the way you want to walk your path is if somebody cannot get in alignment with you for whatever reason, and that's a reflection of you not being in alignment with yourself. And you keep accepting and holding on to the emotional attachments you're using and utilizing. Because think about what I've been talking about this week thus far, especially yesterday, Friday, and Thursday. You know, it's us using our emotions, because our emotions, honestly, is the part of us. It's finicky, right? Our emotions change, like we change our for, I was about to say like a black woman change her hair, because I change my hair often and stuff. I would change it up. This hairstyle I got now, I would change it up and it would look like a whole different hairstyle, honey. Sometimes we change our hairs. You should be changing your underwear every day, you know, but that's how emotions are. It's not, emotions are meant, is what helps us, or us in human form, in physical form, understand what's really going on above. Catch my vibe? You know, because our above realm, our energetic bodies, it does not understand what's really going on. All it knows is to process, because that's what energy is. And us physically, which is why we always had that saying, like, I am a vessel of God. Like, think about stuff like that, friend. I'm a vessel of God. So therefore, if you're a vessel, of course you're of God. We're all God's children, you know. So with that being said, it's like, okay, well, energy, it needs a conductor, which is the human form, and it can't understand anything, which is partly why we come down here in human form, to have our human experiences that we relive and live out day to day, which is why it's so important to have a healthy foundation and healthy structures in place, so that way you can walk the path that you're supposed to walk, all your destinies. But it's with this, if you don't know where they stand in the relationship, just read their actions. I just said that either Thursday or Friday, yesterday. I just said that actions speak louder than words. I want to say it was Thursday, because I was recapping about gratitude. Oh, no, I didn't say it. I was in my journaling and stuff. I was just thinking about that, because I'm filming all of my videos. You know, today is Tuesday, which is the 14th. No, the 13th. So with that being said, it made me think about like the things I have experienced thus far this week in my new energy. And one thing that I realized was the fact that how, in order to walk my path, like we so easily, and then with us being in the waning crescent moon, and it's all about surrender and forgiveness, and we're leaving the energy of gratitude. So I realized like how this energy is making me look and become disciplined, because once again, which is probably why I'm being pulled to share this with you all, to be more disciplined in paying attention to my actions, more so than my words, because we're so quick to always teach our kids, and we have been taught, and the world always says, say thank you, but we've been, I won't say the word programmed and conditioned to honestly like say thank you so much and so often that we honestly don't pay attention to what we're actually thankful for, and how quick we switch up. Because like, of course, I'm thankful for my life right now and stuff, because right now in my journaling, I was up here talking about how it's certain things that I want to accomplish, of course, in my life. I have 5 children and stuff. I'm a single mother, and of course I got to make money and stuff. So, because I want to live a certain lifestyle. I'm not trying to be no bum, respectfully saying, you know. Anyways, moving on. So with that being said, what I'm talking about is I realized how, okay, all of my children are out of school right now. I have 5 children. I have a 3-year-old, I have a 9-year-old, I have a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 15-year-old. And so everybody's at home, and I have bust my butt to make sure because of past life experiences with my children's health, predominantly my oldest child when she was younger, it kept me from working and stuff. Or when I found the job, of course, I'm not leaving my baby in the hospital by herself. That's a no-go, period. So I lost jobs. Like, I would get a job, because getting a job was never ever a problem for me. So I would get a job, and then next thing you know, she would get sick. So I would get let go because I missed too many days, things like that. So that pushed me into starting to look into work from home jobs. And it was a struggle for a bit and stuff. And I finally found one that really is conducive for my lifestyle, where I set my own schedule. I contract work. I do contract work for like, I ain't gonna tell you. But anyway, I do contract work, and I love it because, once again, I could set my own schedule. So therefore, I no longer have to put my kids in the background. I don't have to put myself in the background, because I no longer have to work mad overtime and things like that just for us to enjoy life, for just things that shouldn't even like be a struggle to have, like just going out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Because that's expensive with 5 children. So anyway, with that being said, right now they're out of school. So it's like, in my mind, mentally, I complain and stuff. I don't complain out loud, because it is what it is. And thus far on my journey, I'm understanding more and more about how energy works. So what I'm saying is that I was complaining because I was kept focusing on the hardships and stuff like that. And it's like, Dad, why can't I get out of this rut? As far as the stagnation that I'm seeing as being a mother, and the growth I want to see as far as stabilizing more peace into myself as a woman, but yes, as a woman, as the nurturer, as the comforter, I have to have my peace, right? So I have to feed into myself first and foremost. So that way I could feed into my children healthily. And then, but as well, make money. And having a family, or just life itself, even if you don't have kids, at the end of the day, that takes discipline. That takes setting boundaries. And it's easier said than done. So when I see this card and stuff, to me, that speaks to me about, if you don't know where they stand in a relationship, just read their actions. So, and that's what life was showing me. It was showing me my actions. That's the main point I'm trying to get to. It took me forever to get to. Sorry, I'm Aquarius. I'm a jabbermouth, a chatterbox. But anyway, as I was saying, life was showing me, I don't want to say the downside or the bad side, but life this week has been showing me where my hiccups are, where my stagnation is, where I'm undisciplined in. And truth be told, I would, where I need to organize ultimately, because that's what I'm showing myself. But when you see life, or when you're in relationships, no matter who it is, and it's like, why is this person doing this? Why is that person doing that? I've come to realize, and it makes me remember, like, hey, you have to remember that we are all high vibrational, energetic beings who've been chosen. We chose to live our lives. We make our choices. We create our lives. Like, you have way more power than you realize and stuff, because as a grown person, you feel me? Catch my vibes now. As a grown person, we always talk the talk, but we forget how to walk the walk, which brings me to this next card that fell out, and it was facing the left, and it says, that funny feeling you get when you think you're important to someone and you're not. So with this facing the left, that brings me to, that's like masculine energy, and that's old lessons. The left represents old lessons, past lives, things you need to start really paying attention to in regards to self, because we always boast ourselves up as adults, right? To talk about, oh, we know this, we know that, or we heard this and we heard that. But are we really sitting down and really paying attention to how that is helping us stand up with and within ourselves. You catch my vibes, and that's something that I wanted to talk about. Like, where are you disciplined at to really bring in your true God honest destinies that you deserve, right? Because none of us wants bad-ish to happen in our lives. None of us. None of us likes feeling frustrated. None of us likes feeling stuck. None of us likes to hear bad news or anything like that. So when that does happen, it's like, okay, with this star card energy, the star card, I wrote all on it on my book. But anyway, because I don't feel like digging through the cards. But the star card, it's a feminine body. So that's emotional bodies. But she's balanced on land and in water. She has like 1 foot in the water and she has 1 foot on the land. And she's pouring water into both. So to me, that's an image that's coming off as, okay, am I flowing in the things that I've birthed? Because the land represents earth. It represents the seeds that has been planted where you've grounded yourself in and you've watched it grow and mature. Are you really mature in those areas? That's what I'm getting from this energy, especially with today, like I said, with the moon being in Gemini, the zodiac sign of Gemini, and the zodiac sign and the sun being in Gemini as well. It's like, okay, we have these thoughts, we have these ideas, we have these goals, we have these plans. But the thing is, how understanding are we to ourselves in what we're actually calling in? The emotions that we're attached, that is keeping us, I heard the word, hell-bent back and also hell-bent forward, in our minds. And because everything starts within your mind. Where is your energy being like universally, we're all being pushed in some type of way, shape, or form to pay attention to where we are balanced at and unbalanced, because with both the sun and the moon being in the same zodiac sign, and then tomorrow is going to do a whole switch up and stuff, that just makes me think about balance. Like, it's like our mental it's like Mother God is pushing all of us to pay attention to how I'm hearing the word strategizing our emotionalities, like our emotional body, our emotions, how we're processing through what it is we're actually feeling in our day-to-day lives, and how we're using those type of mindsets to actually build a healthier version of ourselves in areas that we want to see more peace and stability in, as well as are we actually creating and co-creating healthy emotions with not only ourselves individually in areas where we feel we should be acknowledged and important at, but also with others, because at the end of the day, we have to always remember, which I kind of gotten away from in my videos in the past couple of days, is with us being like multidimensional beings. Truth be told, I mean, before you was here physically, you were just energy, and when you leave physically, when your physical vessel is like, okay, when your soul says, okay, this is it, this is all I could do, well, okay, well, I'm moving on and stuff, guess what? You physically will be here. The identity that you are now will still be here, but your energy And everything you've built, whether it was good or bad, that's going to carry on into another lifetime or into another existence, I should say, and stuff, whatever that may be, because we don't really all understand the energetic realm. We're still learning a lot of stuff about it. We're still trying to understand it. All of us collectively. We're all going through the trenches together and stuff. Just heard the word hell-bent. But yeah, that's what I'm getting from this Saturday. It's like, with this upcoming Cancer new moon that's tomorrow, it's like, okay, what am I really disciplining myself in? How am I standing up in my own relationship within myself? And what is that? And therefore with others. And then with others, what is being reflected back to me? Am I really as important am I treating myself as importantly as I should? Because, and I say that because, that's a lesson I had to learn myself and stuff in my own relationships, because the things you feel like you should be acknowledged in, and you don't see that being acknowledged back to you from others, you're not doing it for yourself. That's something that I learned, like, for example, the best example I could say is in your romantic relationships with your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, whatever, at the end of the day, is the communication well, the things that I have learned when I was married, it was like, okay, I was expecting of certain things from him that I realized I wasn't even doing for myself. But because this world is built the way it is, we are taught to, without us knowing, subconsciously, we're taught that, okay, if you expect this, that, and the third from somebody and stuff, most likely you're not doing it for yourself. And we don't even realize it. Because I will say this, somebody who is confident in themselves and who truly loves themselves won't take any crap. Not to say that person has to be doing anything bad, but if you two can't get on the same page and grow and stuff, that's a reflection of how you're not growing within yourself, because of the simple fact that you're holding on to that person and expecting that person to bless you in areas you feel you deserve to be blessed in. And when they don't, you get upset, of course, naturally. But and how you respond and how you react, is how you're speaking to yourself. So with Gemini, with both of the sun and the moon being in Gemini, it's like, okay, I heard the word, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Let's just say sex doesn't keep a relationship, nor does it satisfy you. Yeah. Sex is like, if you're looking for a quick fix with through your relationship, that's what I'm getting. Like, that's a quick fix. It's temporary. It's, I just heard the word as-9. I heard that word before, but I don't really remember. I don't remember what that means. But I heard as-9. I don't remember what that means. I'll have to look that up later if I remember. Anyway. But like I said, with both the sun and the moon being in Gemini, and then with the new moon coming tomorrow, and that's going to be in Cancer, it's like, you have to be able to, our mental bodies is being pushed, our mindsets is being pushed to understand our emotions, our emotional body, our higher self's purpose, as to why we do what we do, why we experience what we experience, why our relationships, no matter how healthy or unhealthy it is the way it is. Why was I pulled to look at this? Okay, let me go back. It says, don't ignore the fact that you're the side piece when dealing with a married person. You're not going to win anything this, sorry, y'all see this? This is, y'all can't see this, but this background mixed with the color of the font, it's not a good combination. Okay, long story short, it's saying pretty much even if you don't get them, expect the same thing to be played on you. Got it? Yeah. So what I'm getting is like, okay, if you truly want to walk your own path and stuff, you have to do things for yourself, because we are naturally built to do for ourselves anyway. When you really think about it, we are for ourselves, and we will get it however we want to. And sometimes when you don't get what you want from other people or something in your life, what do? You get pissed, you move on. You either move on or you don't move on. And when you don't move on, then it's like, oh, you're bringing that person, y'all bringing each other down. That shit sucks. Been there, done that. Don't do it. Won't do that again, to be honest. Okay, one more card. Okay, I'm being told pull Cali mine. Yeah, I'm getting too personal. I just heard you getting too personal and stuff. Okay. But, all right. This is facing to the left, and it says, to receive your divine inheritance of blessings and support for sacred fulfillment, certain karmic conditions that resonate at a lower frequency need to be cleared. What we've been talking about? 𝐷𝑂𝐸𝑆 signifies a time of rapid movement on your path and freedom to extract what you want and need. Let go of that which does not belong in your world. Release and you shall receive. And this, once again, this was facing to the left. That's past life energy that we have not learned yet, past lessons, challenges, and the left side is masculine energy, y'all. So that's all about the energy, because once again, masculine energy is just consciousness, things we are conscious of that we take action towards, because we are now more aware of it. And so therefore you are conscious, but how you are, I'm hearing how, okay, this probably won't, excuse me, straight probably ebonics. Anyway, how you are aware of it. Anyway, that's how it came into my head. Pretty much what I heard was your understanding, your level of understanding. It brings me back to Thursday when it came to devil energy and stuff. Like, are you really understanding your belief systems and the sources and things that's influencing your world, your life, and why? And is it actually helping you build up to be the person you want to be? Go back to that video if you like to get further into that. I'm gonna end this video now because now I'm 27 minutes in, way longer than I always plan, much longer. But anyway, friend, that's the energy of today that's surrounding us and where we're being pushed, especially with this Cancer new moon that's coming tomorrow. And so just be mindful of the type of environments you put yourself in. Be more conscious of the aspects, meaning contracts, that you decide to engage and initiate. Meaning, what I mean on a higher vibration is like, okay, when you are interacting with someone, you have to remember, and things go left, you have to remember that everyone is here to figure out life, period. We're all here to figure out life on our own understanding that we allow ourselves to grow and mature into, based upon the routines and rituals that we believe to be true. And as I said in my first video from last week, what this house, the 6th house, this house, astrological house, it just gives me sun energy. It's like, what are you renewing? What are you actually renewing? What are you using as your source of vitality? Because that's what the sun card is all about. It's all about being free and And but it's all also about your consciousness. Like, is your what you draw from to be more conscious and to live a more conscious life, not just in just one certain area of life, like environment, or maybe you went to school and got an actual like academic educational background in something, and of course you're more conscious. But as far as self, are those things actually freeing you, so you could grow? Not just in physical, but in your physical perspectives, but in your energetic perspectives as well. So just think about that, because at the end of the day, what's to come is to come. You cannot avoid your fate, no matter how much you might not like it or even like it and stuff, because the new moon and Cancer energy is pushing everyone into newer contracts, and higher contracts. But that does not mean it's going to be healthier contracts. You could actually be you yourself could be co-creating and creating contracts, meaning behind the scenes, in the ethers, in your mind, you're calling in everything you want based upon your mindset and how you use your mind, so it's like, okay, well, I want to have this type of lifestyle, but yet you're stuck on having to do it a certain type of way. You think that might be best, but it's really hurting you in the long run. Catch my vibes? Or it could be even hurting you now. You just don't see it yet. But just pay attention. That's all I have for you. You enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Saturday. I will see you in the astral realms or in the next video. Bye.